Well, hello, and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. First thing I want to request, if I can, I had to reinstall OBS and change all my settings because just some technical issues. So if you notice anything goofy, let me know. I did move the little Volanta guy up in the corner there onto the other side. Gonna see how that plays out, but just let me know how the quality is, let me know what the audio levels are. Appreciate the feedback very much. So we are here in Austin, Texas. We're gonna take this beautiful recently released Airbus A319, a 319 from Fenix. I have done, let's see, how many flights have I done? I've done 3 flights with this beautiful bird, and it's all been fun. It's been great. Like they nailed it from the get-go, and of course there wasn't a whole lot of changes between the 320 and the 319. But for a first release, it is absolutely phenomenal. Appreciate it, Fry. I very much appreciate it. Also, so I use a Stream Deck, and with my Stream Deck comes a OBS plugin, official Elgato plugin that's not working. So I'm now using a third-party plugin for my for my OBS because of whatever reason it's not working. So I got to figure that out. Although this third-party one and this other one made by not Elgato works actually kind of better. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of better. So I might just keep the way it is. We'll kind of see. I did see your message in there about Sayintentions and the taxi routes. That's really, really cool. I think they officially pushed it out this morning, or was it last night? I think it was last night, actually, or early this morning, depending on what time you look at it. Brian has been hard at work, and the rest of the devs over there have been hard at work at adding a lot of cool features. If you're in the Discord, you'll see all kinds of cool fun that happens on the experimental server. And as I said on the last stream, I believe, highly recommend using that because it's very stable, but you do get the latest and greatest features and sometimes little Easter eggs that pop up in there that Brian's been testing out. So if you do want to see and hear those kind of things, hop into that experimental server with Sayintentions. So this flight is Austin, going to Dallas, Fort Worth, and then we're going to do the same flight back because Onair has officially added the A319. I'm assuming the A321 into their aircraft manager. So this is my first Onair flight with the 319, which I'm kind of excited about. The first flight I did was without any kind of career mode, and then last night I did 2 New Sky flights with the 319. They worked out flawless. So let's hop into the cockpit first. I need to actually submit my sim brief. I figured I'd wait a little longer to submit my sim brief because if I do it early, I tend to have a chance of being late. I'm going to make that Volanta thing a little bigger. Okay. And so we're here. We have that all going. All right. So let's hop over here to Fenix. Import it. All looking grand. And we will go and load the aircraft. Let me just wait for Onair to pop up here. There we go. All looking grand. Okay, so we have the plane loaded. Let's go and get our flex. Flex is 80. Let's go up top and get this plane started up. So I recently, on what day was it? Sunday. I recently tried using a joystick for the first time in a very long time. I have the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick. And I tried using that just for funs, just to kind of see how things turn out. And, you know, it went okay. It went better than I expected. It's been a very long time since I've used a joystick. And I know this plane uses a side stick, but I love my honeycomb so much that I prefer to fly with that. And the initial first landing was okay, a little wonky on center line. Touchdown was okay. The other flights after that, though, were not great. Were not great at all. I have not updated my BIOS. The last time I checked, so I have an MSI a motherboard. The last time I checked, that was still in beta. But it's been maybe a week since I've checked, though, so I should probably... Oops, I did that flex wrong. I should maybe check that again, just to make sure I have that updated. But I'm also not having any problems, so I'm kind of at a point where, do I risk having a problem? Or not? Like, all the numbers look great on my end, the temps are great, the voltage is great. So I'm not terribly concerned. But at the same time, I don't want things to go wrong. So I don't know. I'll look. I should look today and see. I have it's my day off from work, which is fantastic. So I should see. I should see. Okay, Austin, 18 left's what we're expecting, so we can pop this all in there. The timing of the launch of this plane yesterday was amazing. Amazing, because I had to work a couple hours after it came out, and I really want to do a stream, honestly, but I did a video. It's up on the channel. It's my first ever flight with this plane. All went great. I should have probably done a stream, in all honesty, but my reason why I didn't do a stream is because the last time I streamed a brand new plane on release day, I had a very large amount of viewers, and it was really cool. But I had to cut short because I had an appointment. So I was like, well, I don't want the same thing to happen now. I don't want to get, whatever, 40 people, 50 people watching, and then just have to abandon them all of a sudden because I have to go. And so I knew I was in a time crunch, and I was like, well, I'll just do the video. It's enough time to do a video, edit it, and throw it up on the channel real quick. I see mixed reviews on this. Yeah, I apparently the ASUS boards are good with it, from my understanding. I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. Like I'm not a fanboy by any means at MSI, but I appreciate what they've done so far for my stuff. Like I have the 4080 is an MSI, my motherboard's an MSI. I temporarily had an MSI monitor, but I didn't like the HDR on it, so send that back. But I appreciate what MSI does. They have fairly decent products, at least from my understanding and usage. But I also get nervous when it's such a big fix for a Intel chipset issue. Okay, so I think we have things rolling here, don't we? Let me go do this real quick. APU bleed, external power. Okay, let's get our ATIS, shall we? If you can let me know how Sayintentions is in terms of volume as well.
Information X-ray. 1453 Zulu. Wind 255 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 1000 feet. View at 30,000 feet. Temperature 33. Dew point 21. Altimeter 3003. Arriving and departing runways 18 right, 18 left. Visual approaches.
Alright, we're expecting 18 left.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 125.5. Advise on initial contact.
Okay, information X-ray. Volume is a little low on ATIS. Roger.
Clearance departure. Clearance request.
Let's see, headset, and see if I can pop that up. I think Brian's been messing with the volumes a little bit. I used to have my volume at about 40% in Say Intentions.
Birmingham clearance. Cleared to Atlanta. Radar vectors Gump. Venice filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 21010 minutes after departure. Departure on 123.8. Squawk 2444.
But now I have it at 70%.
Cleared to Georgetown Airport. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 5500 feet.
Okay.
Departure on 127.225.
So clearance,
Squawk
clearance.
6221.
We are in A319. We are at gate 20. Austin clearance. Good morning from American 516. We are in Airbus A319 at gate 20, requesting IFR clearance to Dallas Fort Worth International with information X-ray.
Go to departure on 127.25, squawk 621.
Sounds good. I appreciate that, Fry. Thank you.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
So let's see if I get clearance the first time. It's been a bit of an issue I've been having. And of course, when I have the issue, Brian's not up. I'm going to be patient. It seems to be the first call I make of the day. I can't get clearance. It hears me right away. Like, it heard me. But it doesn't respond until I say it again, and then I get a second response. And Brian said he's had another person, at least one other person, tell him of this issue. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a response. It happened yesterday when I did the 319 video as well. The first call just doesn't go through in the morning. Yeah, we're not getting that call, so let me do it again. Austin clearance, good morning from American 516. We are in Airbus A319 at gate 20, requesting IFR clearance to Dallas Fort Worth International with information X-ray.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by. American 516 cleared to Dallas Fort Worth International via the ELO 03 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 25,000. Expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.225. Squawk 4725.
Clear to Dallas Fort Worth International via the ELO 3 departure, then is filed. Climb maintain flight level 250. Expect 310. Departure 127.225. Squawk 4725. American 516.
Departure on 127.225. Squawk 4725.
Yeah, see, it's like placed it twice.
American 516, read back correct.
Very, very strange. Maybe tomorrow evening I'll test it. I won't be able to fly in the morning, so we'll see. Okay, so let's get ground.
Your lead flight attendant. Welcome aboard American Airlines, Flight 516.
Austin ground, American 516 is at gate 20, requesting pushback and engine start.
Carry-on items are stowed securely in the overhead compartments or completely under the seat in front of you. Remember to be
American
careful
516, Austin ground, pushback and engine start approved. Expect taxi instructions shortly.
Alright, everything looks great there. And we are going to be pushing back
You may be
to
required to assist in an evacuation, so if you're unable or unwilling
nose
do
to
so,
the right.
just let us know, and we'll be happy to find you another seat. Thank you for your attention, and we'll be airborne shortly.
Alright. Release, park, and brake. Start to push back. Swing on down yonder. Best thing about this plane is that I have nothing nothing new to learn. Does say intention look at I can't see what that says. At log file? Oh, at log file to troubleshoot? What do you mean at log file? Like the log file on in the app? Or the debug? At the log on the PC, no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
this is your
debug,
flight
yes.
attendant
So if you ever just say like,
now pushing back from
you know,
the
if you say the word
Air
debug
Flight
when you
516
make your call,
Dallas Fort
Brian will look at those. Brian or the team
Our
will look at
estimated
those for
flight
sure.
time today is approximately 41 minutes. For your safety,
.com 629er Austin ground startup approved. Information Victor is current. Clear to Richmond via the iLexi 4J Joe, direct Navasota, direct Kelsey Ducks 5 departure. Climb and maintain flight level 290. Departure on 127.225. Squawk 6575. Expect runway 18 left for departure.
I will typically, if it's a major issue, I will report it to Brian.
sit back, relax.
If it's a minor issue, so for example, I know this isn't minor to everyone, but I'm gonna say like a minor issue such as not getting a vector on final. When you do the rating for the flight at the end of the flight, that's when I'll put in notes for Brian and the team. You know, so I didn't get a vector for this. To me, that's not a right now I have to stop everything I'm doing and work on it. But let's say like last night,
Taxi to runway 18 left via Lima Bravo. Contact tower on 121.0 when
ATC
ready for
wasn't
departure.
saying my flight ID. I feel that was more of a major issue because now everyone's not getting that issue versus just that one airport, that one flight, right? So if like ATT's slow, ATT's not communicating, that kind of thing, those ones are major issues. Airport taxi's not right, well, that's a taxi issue, but if it's not giving you correct taxi instructions but the charts are right, that's fine. You called? Dutch, all I was saying is I have the, I know Brian knows about it, but the clearance issue, it seems to happen the first flight of the day that I do. I have to ask for clearance twice. The first time it hears me, it says something, you know, I hear you, 1 second, but nothing happens. And then I do a second clearance, the same thing happens, but then I'll actually get a clearance, and then it will repeat it again because I don't know if it gets stuck or something. But I had told Brian about it a while ago. But it seems to be my first flight, so I'm gonna try tomorrow night and see if Brian's on and if it happens, and maybe he can debug it and try to figure that out. Let's get what are we looking for now? Taxi. Austin ground, American 516 requesting taxi clearance.
American 516, taxi to runway 18 left via Charlie 1, Golf 2, Golf Alpha Bravo.
Taxi 18 left via Charlie 1, Golf 2, Golf Alpha Bravo, American 516. Alright, so Charlie 1, that's behind us. Golf 2 is right next to us. Oh, the Charlie 1. Oh, okay, I see Charlie 1. I see. Never mind. It's all correct. I'm just crazy. Taxi lights on. APU off. And flaps are uno. Alright, and then it said Golf 2, yep. I'm kind of glad this plane came out the time it did, because as much as I very much was having a decent time with the 727, it also really pisses me off some of the issues.
Good
One of
morning,
which
Vancouver ground.
is,
2155,
I think I said this in my video
ready for
too,
inspection.
but if you're on GPS, and I use the GTM, but if you're on the GPS, very similar to how the
And we will expect 08 right, United 21.
Bravo, no, Alpha Bravo, very much like the E-Jet, where sometimes when the E-Jet's going from approach to final, it just loses its mind and just goes wherever. That's what happens with the 727, but it just kind of happens randomly. And I think it's that GPS issue. I don't think it's an actual issue with the plane. It's just that GPS and whatever, they're just not talking. So that pisses me off. The other issue is sometimes the damn AP won't disconnect. So you hit the little disconnect button or disengage, and it just stays locked on. And then it takes, I don't know, it could be 2-3 minutes before it actually disengages. And those are, when you're disengaging AP, it's kind of a important moment typically. You know, you're on final, you have everything set up, all you have to do now is land the plane, and you can't because the autopilot's on. Austin Tower, American 516, holding short runway 18 left, ready for departure.
American 516, Austin Tower, runway 18 left, winds 255 at 6, RNAV WLMRT, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff, American 516. Alright, we are good to go. Clear from what I can see left. Yep, no one flies into Austin. Landing lights on. We got 60 seconds to get off the ground, or at least rolling, before Onair yells at me. Okay, so we are going to have to swing back around, so do a 180.
Tower, Delta 4522, clear the runway.
This like basic AC sticker keeps, I don't know why, I keep looking at it. That's new to either this livery or this plane.
Delta 4522 taxi to parking via Mike Alpha Bravo. Stay parking.
I need a hell of a lot more runway with this plane too. Alright, positive rate, gear going up.
737, 8 Whiskey November, contact departure on 127.225.
I also don't know if they've added a bug to the Fenix planes, because all my flaps have been 1 for the past like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 flights. This last couple days. I don't know if that's normal or not. Before that, it used to always be 3. Once in a while, 1.
American 516, contact departure.
Departure, American 516, passing 1700, climbing flight level 250.
Copy. Clear to Liverpool. Checking tower, good day. This is Airliners 165. Information in my command board, as we are ready to copy. Clear to Liverpool.
American 516, Austin approach, radar contact, clear direct, LOL.
Direct LOL, American 516. It's gonna rate it as LOL. That's funny. I knew that was gonna happen. Loop flaps up a little early, but oh well. Okay, AP's gonna come on. Okay, so I guess it is normally flaps 1. Okay. I don't know enough about Airbus. I've become a recent fanboy. I love them now. I don't know if I can fly anything else. Anyways, continue my rant. I very much want to love the 727. I really do. And I still think it is worth the money because it is such a fun plane to fly. The hand flying is really, really cool. The little phone crew manager thing is really, really cool. I love the idea of the binder with the pages. That's so cool. You know, keep it old school looking, with new age tech. Very, very cool. I think the sounds are great. The visuals are fantastic. It just has a couple of bugs that are just immersion breaking and very frustrating. That's my only issue. And it's the same kind of thing with the E-Jet. I want to love the E-Jet. I really, really do. And I flew the hell out of the E-Jet for a while there. But the performance is the thing holding me back from the E-Jet. I'll go and I'll fly the 737. I'll fly the Fenix here. I'll fly even like now the Inabuild's A310, or not 310, 300.
American 516, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, American 516. And like, the performance is great, and it's fantastic. And then you jump into E-Jet, and you just lose performance as the flight goes on, and sometimes right at the beginning. You know, I don't really care about the VNAV and all that, you know, whatever it is, but I just want the performance to be better. I'm cool with the rest of it. I love the plane. It's very, very cool. And to do like a video or a stream with that plane, I'm losing even more performance than without it. Flap 2 is used when headwinds are not strong enough for runway. In use is not that long for take. Okay, I got you. So it must have been just something going on with my setup, I guess. Because it was almost always doing flaps 3. Once in a while I'd get the flaps 1. And it didn't matter what engine I was using either. Alright, what's our cruise? 31's our cruise. Them graphics are pretty impressive. What I really, really hope that Fenix adds in the near future is customizable audio settings within the aircraft. That's like the coolest feature of the A300. Coolest feature. I'd also like callouts too, but I'd rather have the audio thing before the callouts. And I don't know if that's super difficult, but very, very cool.
American 516, contact Houston Center on 126.425.
Alright, so over to Houston Center.
Flight level 310.
And 310. Houston Center on 126.425 and up to flight level 310, American 516. 310 and good. Houston Center, American 516, passing 15,000, climbing flight level 310.
American 516 Houston Center, good morning, Cedar Park, altimeter 30.06.
Alright, well the sim's telling me 3009, so we'll stick with that. Alright, in Dallas we're expecting 13 right, which is unfortunate. I almost always get 13 right. Do planes just not land on any other runway in Dallas? I swear, like, I don't know, I've done maybe 30 or so flights into Dallas, and I'd say 95% of them have been 13 right. That's just what SimBrief always says, or whatever the sim decides all the time. But 13 right, I think is the, well, it is the runway that's kind of like pixelated. It's blurry. And for a reason, Ahsoka decides not to fix it. And also, surprisingly, no one has made an add-on for this airport. It's crazy. It is a gigantic airport, though. I had to fly into Dallas a few years back for work. It's a very nice airport. But I had a major layover there. It's like several hours. And the one thing that I thought was really, really cool, and this was, gosh, how long ago? It was 6 years ago, maybe? But they had like the charging stations, and they were like super nice though. Like nice, comfortable chairs to sit in. The plug-in was like perfect. USB and then standard power. It's a very nice airport.
American, contact Houston Center on 134.9 or 5.
Houston Center on 134.95, American.
So flight level 310 is our cruise. And runway 13 arrival, so we'll just have to swing back down to the south.
American 1220,
Well,
Houston Center, good morning.
southeast.
American 927, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.85.
Scandinavian 207, contact Bremen radar on 126.425.
Lufthansa 574, request direct uniform Romeo Oscar.
I just noticed Volanta's looking all kinds of funky. What's going on with that?
Midland 84 Victor. Contact Scottish Control on 133.2.
So easy for one X-ray, passing flight level 217, flight level 370.
Easy 41 X-ray, Scottish Info, good afternoon.
Doesn't it normally show like from to?
Direct to Lufthansa 574,
Oh, well.
thank you.
I'll figure that out. So I reset OBS. I uninstalled OBS, did a complete like deep uninstall with Revo, because what I noticed, and I don't know if it happens during stream because I haven't really watched any of the stream stuff, but for video recording, there'll be like a weird crackle that happens every once in a while. And it's not the mic, it's not the software I use for the mic, because in Adobe Premiere and Adobe Edition, zero issues. If I'm on Discord, zero issues. Apparently, I haven't listened to mine, but and then listening back to some of the intention calls I've made, like zero issues. It was only in OBS, and I did a couple setting changes to see if I could fix it, and I couldn't confirm enough that I did. So I decided I was just going to wipe the entire thing and see if that fixes it. So we'll see. I have a $160 mic. I have an amp for the mic. Like, so I got a great setup, and again, like the other piece of software, no issues. It was only OBS, and I searched through the webs of Google and couldn't get enough definitive answer to what maybe could be causing the problem. I don't have any filters installed anymore on the mic, so I thought maybe that was causing it. So I just, it was driving me bonkers. It was driving me bonkers. It's the same with the Onair issue I've complained about before. Onair will give me like offline tracking the majority of my flights, and this has been happening for, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months now. And that, whatever, no big deal, I just hit the button, right? But like, for a while I was getting so annoyed by it.
Southwest 722, contact Houston Center on 134.0.
So annoyed that I would like, I'd go deep dive and see if I can figure out what the problem was.
Cessna 82 Whiskey,
And
ready
I
to the
thought I
airport
had it
at your 1
figured
o'clock,
out,
15
but I never
miles.
did, so
Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated.
I've just accepted it. The only thing I can do at this point with Onair, I believe, is a complete system reset. And I'm not about that life right now. Although with Flight Sim 2024 coming out, I might do a complete reset the weekend before. Complete wipe. Remove Flight Sim 2020. Clear out the community folder. Well,
in the box in ALT mode. Smash that ident button for me.
I guess I will also be uninstalling Flight Sim, right? But I'll have a complete brand new system wiped, ready to go, and then I can slowly add in some of the planes, slowly add in some of the airports, because I think the airports are probably going to be the biggest issue. Planes, I think, mostly will work. I think the scenery itself is going to be an issue. Oh, 18 left. Look at that. Changing the plans from SimBrief. I'll take it. 18 left. The Boom 7 still? Yep. And we don't have a transition. Gus should be fine still, probably. We will expect the ILS 18 left approach into Dallas via the Boom 7 arrival. American 516. Alright, so that's cool. That makes me happy.
American 516, expect the ILS 18 left approach into Dallas via the Boom 7 arrival.
Well, the SimBrief says it's not in use, but okay, that's fine. Okay, so on arrival, we're going to just exit left. Bam. We can ask for a gate, like, I don't know, 136 or something. I think today I'm finally going to work on what's the gate set? Gate setting sheets. I think I'm finally going to work on my video of talking to Sayintentions that have been blowing off for a long while now. Although to be fair to myself, I did record the video, but I was having technical issues. Okay, so Delta.
Contact Fort Worth Center on 128.325.
How about Delta 16? Let's try that. 128.325. Fort Worth Center, American 516. We're at flight level 310.
American 516, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
Alright, 18 left for the runway. Okay, weather, Huaxia 3002. Temperature is a blistering 30. Not really blistering, but winds 130 at 7. And barrel 802. 136 on landing. And we should be getting our descent momentarily. drop down to
American 927, flight level 350.
initially 12,000 unless they tell us otherwise.
927, Jacksonville Center, good afternoon.
Forward Center, 59 Tango, flight level 280.
King Air 5959 Tango, Fort Worth Center, good afternoon. Fort Worth Center, Bucky 770-ish, close 3 for ILS 43 right, Bucky 700. 700, Fort Worth Center, good evening.
So like I was saying, I did work on my video initially. So the video is simply trying to help people learn what to say to ATC if you're doing like an IFR flight, because that's typically what I do, and I don't really know a whole lot about VFR, at least I do it properly enough. So I worked on one about, what, 2 weeks ago maybe. But I had all kinds of technical issues. One was the audio issues I was talking about earlier. Second was Sayintention issues, unfortunately. Third was airplane issues. So everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. It's very unfortunate. Waste of my time. Although I had fun flying, of course. So we'll see. Hopefully it works out this time. Alright, let's go ahead and request our descent. Fort Worth Center, American 516 would like to descend via Woons 7.
EZ41 X-ray. Contact Scottish Control on 133.0 feet.
American 516, descend via the Woons 7 arrival.
Alright, we're making our descent. Super short flight. We've been in the air for 19 minutes, total 27 minutes on the clock. So my wife's a big fan of like open world fantasy type games, right? So big fan of Dragon Age 3, Inquisition, huge fan of that. Skyrim, Baldur's Gate, that kind of stuff. So Dragon Age 4 is coming out. I can't think of the name right now, but it's coming out soon. And I had mentioned to her that I got a lot of games coming out soon too, that I wish I had some more money, or I need some more money. And so I started listing all the stuff I want, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it is a lot of games." So like I want to play, but I don't know if I will. At the end of this month is the new Star Wars Outlaws, and then middle of next month is God of War. And then there is, what else is there? There's I'm missing, well, of course there's Dragon Age, which I'm interested in, but there's something else in there too that I'm interested in. For the life of me, I can't remember what it is though.
Scandinavian 207. Contact Bremen radar on 136.05.
Oh yeah, so then the Diablo DLC is coming out. Diablo 4 DLC comes out sometime in October, I believe. And in there also is a new NBA game, which I haven't bought the last several versions until they've been on sale, and I probably do the same for this one. But this is finally taking the PC version and making it a next gen. So I'm kind of excited about that. And then, of course, the big one, Flight Sim, in November. So, way too much stuff, so little time.
flight number 160.
This reminds me of the old days, because I remember when I was younger, like all the games that I want always came out in the fall.
Bremen radar, descend and maintain 4000. Turn right, heading 340 vectors for the
And that's what's happening this year. Like from January until now,
Contact Munich radar on
I can't think of anything that really came out that I was like, oh, I'm super excited about in terms of games. Like, there were some airplanes, of course, like with Flight Sim and some add-ons, but nothing. I don't think there's any game that I'm like, oh wow, super excited to play that. At least the first 7 months here, almost 8 months. So, anyways, I'm super excited for out of all of those, minus Flight Sim because that's an obvious choice. I think it's God of War is the one I'm the most excited about. Ragnarok. I know it's on the PS5, and I played the first hour and a half or 2 hours when a friend let me use his PS5, and it's really cool, really cool. And I love the God of War series, so that will be definitely a game that I'll take a few days off of Flight Sim probably and play that hard, have a good time. In Outlaws, I've been cautiously optimistic. The same with Dragon Age. Very cautiously optimistic. Diablo, I don't know enough about the new character. I've kind of been staying away from spoiling anything with that DLC, but I very much enjoyed the story. Had a blast playing the story of Diablo 4. So if it's anything like that, I'll probably love the hell out of the DLC. But that's something I don't like. When Diablo 4 came out, I took a day off from work so I could play that. I think I had the weekend off actually. But the only game that I kind of, other than Flight Sim, which that's secondary, God of War would be the only one that I'd like, yeah, it'd be cool to have the day off, but I'll have time to play it. It might be a late night for me when it comes out, though. We'll see. I say that every time like a big title comes out, and I end up going to sleep earlier. The exception was Diablo 4, though, because I thought I was going to stay up until like 4 or 5 in the morning. I ended up staying up until 3. So I did stay up later. I'm normally in bed by 10. I'm an old man. I'm normally in bed by 10. So that was a big deal. In terms of Flight Sim, like between now and the release of 2024, I don't think there's anything that I'm really wanting or looking forward to. I want the PC 12 update to come out, but I'm not like super dire need of it. Yeah, I can't really think of anything add-ons wise that I'm super excited for. I don't think there is anything major coming out. Like 2024, I'm super excited for the Max. That's gonna be built into the plane. I mean, into the sim. They haven't announced all the planes that are coming to base sim or the premium deluxe editions, which I'm assuming there will be those versions. I'm not going to make the mistake I did last time and just buy the standard. I'm going to actually I'll spend all the money and get the big edition. Because clearly I used the sim enough to take advantage of it. Actually, I think I bought the deluxe edition to start off with. Pretty sure I bought the deluxe version. because I'd
whenever the
had
plane
O'Hare
descend
in
and
it.
maintain flight level 260.
And then I bought the premium edition because I wanted the longitude, which I didn't use enough. And then there were a couple of airports in there as well. I just don't remember where they were. But in terms of hours for the amount of money that I've spent, at least given to Microsoft, disqualifying add-ons, well worth it, obviously. And even if you add in the add-ons and hardware, it's probably $1 per hour, somewhere within there. So I think I'm at like 1,600 hours of flight time. Steam says, of course, like 2,500 hours or so, but that's because of downloads. And I guess taxi, probably, because the flight hours aren't in there. Are in there as well, but within Flight Sim, I believe it's separated. Flight hours is all that tracks. On the main page, but if you go to logs, you can see it on the bottom, of course. I should see. I'll have to check that next. So I think it's broken down by minutes in the log.
Lufthansa 574, we are ready to beginning our descent.
Lufthansa 574, descend your requested altitude.
ED41 X-ray, contact control on 128.055.
So I was working on what was I working on?
Descend and maintain 5,000 until established. Cleared for
I don't remember what it was, honestly now, but some video. I was gonna do a video for Flight Sim. Either way, I forgot what it was.
American 927.
But it was super like a major thunderstorm within the sim, and like I couldn't. I saw lightning, and I couldn't figure out how the hell. I thought they didn't have lightning in the base sim anymore. I thought they removed that out, and I couldn't figure out where that was coming from. I was like, oh wow, they added it in there. Oh, it's so cool. And then when I was going through the SimFX settings, I noticed there was one for thunderstorms. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, speaking of that, I need to update it. The update now works with the 319. Under environments, there's one in here for one of these. Does like thunderstorms, I think it is.
Airbuilding 165, Warsaw radar identified. Clear direct ST614. Climb flight
Maybe
level
I'm going crazy
200.
now.
Clear for the land to Alpha arrival for ILS runway 08 left into Munich via the MIQ. We are ready for descent and descending.
Maybe it is part of the sim now. Now I'm lost.
Level 130, Lufthansa 574.
Condor 221, descend and maintain flight
I'm
level
lying to
180.
myself. Maybe, I don't know. Now I'm so confused.
614, climb flight level 200. Airbuilding 165.
Huh. I gotta update this
American
either way.
927, contact Jacksonville Center on 133.45.
Okay, so we're at 12 now.
United 237 Los Angeles Center, descend and maintain 5,000, turn left, heading 235 vectors for the ILS runway 7 approach.
I suppose we can go down to 4,000.
3.45, American 927.
Delta 74, contact New York Center
We
on
just need to be above 3,000.
American 9.
But the RNAV says 210, 12,000.
American 516, contact regional approach on 135.5.
Alright, over to regional approach. 1355. Regional approach, hello from American 516. Just passing 11,000, descending 4,000. Getting close to our 10,000. And Sayintentions is losing his mind. There it goes.
American 516, regional approach. Good morning, Fort Worth, altimeter 30.00.
Altimeter.
Southwest 2626, climb and maintain flight level 270.
Flight level 270, Southwest 2626.
All right. I'd say you're on the ground here within what, next 20 minutes? Probably less. The vectors will be the interesting part. Okay, again on exit left. I'm going to request.
Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Is they say Delta something? Let's request Delta. Actually, let's do. Let's see here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our final
United 237, Santa Barbara approach. Contact point Magoo. Approach on 127.725.
Let's do Delta 18.
Lufthansa 1,
I don't even know what's
Square Struck approach.
version 3 for the taxi
Looks
right
like we're
now.
off course. Let's get back on track. Turn left, heading 225 vectors for the RNAV runway 14 approach.
I don't even know.
Contact point Magoo approach on 127.725, United 237. Point Magoo approach, United 237 with you at flight level 9,000 to flight level 5,000. Turn left heading 225, vectors for the RNAV runway 14 approach, Lufthansa 123. Climb and maintain flight level 260, 1 Bravo Charlie.
So the question is, are we going to get vectors to Grouch, or are we going to get vectors to a line? I think it's a line.
American 516, regional approach, descend and maintain 4,000, turn right, heading 010 vectors for the ILS runway 18 left approach.
Okay, I guess we're going to get in the middle of that.
Descend and maintain 3,000.
It's a little early, though.
Right, 285, United 237.
Well, oh, the vectors are fine, I guess.
American 516, regional approach, 7 miles from Udall. Turn right, heading 090. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 left approach.
Okay, so now it's swinging us around, looks like. Or swinging us to the localizer.
4 on flight level 130.
Swiss 6 Tango Bravo, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Descend and maintain 3,000 and right heading 090, American 516. But we are a little high to make that initial turn, I feel. We won't be at 3,000 here, so if we make it earlier, well, no, that should be fine, because 3,000 is there too. If I drop my VS a little bit more, should be able to make it work. Let's go to custom speed now. Speed brakes out so we don't go too fast. And let's swing on over. That should be workable. 090. Alright, so let's go on down yonder, switch that on. Switch that on. And let's arm our localizer. And AccuSeason is updating. There is one add-on I likely won't need. In 2024. Alright, looking decent on the descent, so let's bring it up a little bit because we're a little low now. Or not low, but still just slightly high, but I'd rather be a little bit higher than too low.
With you at flight level 350.
Okay, that should be manageable. I'll take it.
American 516, proceed direct UDOL. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 left approach.
Alright, localizer's been captured.
Tango Bravo, climb and maintain
We are
flight
cleared
level
for the
350.
approach. And let's throw in our approach mode. Okay, glide slope's been captured. And next will be tower. Delta 18, if I can remember that. I keep on forgetting. Alright, so first level up flaps, out. It's yelling at me about speed brakes, but we're really fast. Let's see, 136, so I'll put 140. Flaps 2. I know the speed brakes are still out. A little fast, buddy. Alright, speed brakes are stowed. Make it happy. And they're armed. And gear is coming down momentarily. We have some wind gusting from the right at 13 knots. Gear down.
American 516, contact Dallas Tower on 124.15.
Flaps 3. And now tower 12415. Dallas Tower, American 516 on the ILS 18 left. And full flaps.
American 516, Dallas Tower, 3 miles from Udall. Turn right heading 355 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 left approach.
Alright, AP
American
off my
516,
aircraft.
Dallas Tower, winds 105 at 6. Runway 18 left, cleared to land.
And we have a pause. Runway 18 left, clear to land, American 516. Another major pause. Damn Dallas. A little low. Little low still. Okay, that's a little better. Jeez, the stutters are real. Alright, I'm gonna just go off Pappy now. Pappies look happy.
500. Above. Minimum. $100.
Okay, auto throttle off.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Floating. Touchdown. 164. Hot diggity damn. Alright, stowed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'd call that successful landed.
Dallas Fort Worth. The local time is 11:05 a.m. For your safety and the safety of those around you.
3861 traffic at your 12 o'clock 5 miles.
Alright, come on. Oh, there's ground.
American 516, welcome to Dallas.
12165.
Contact ground on 121.65.
Alright. What was I saying for gate? See, I already forgot.
Articles may have shifted during flight. Fun fact, Dallas is known
Delta
for its
18.
vibrant art scene and is home to the largest urban arts district in the United States.
And
The weather
ground.
here is a warm 8
Dallas ground. American 516 is on taxiway Foxtrot 3. Would like to taxi to gate Delta 18.
American 516, Dallas ground, taxi to gate D18 via Foxtrot 3, Whiskey Lima. Have a great day.
Hot damn, it's alright. Gate Delta 18 via Foxtrot 3, Whiskey Lima, American 516. Hot diggity damn. That whole thing was completely right. Foxtrot 3, Delta Lima. I guess it could have gave us a little bit more up here, but I'll take this. Now we gotta find Delta 18. It's one of these guys. I think it's this one right in front of me. That's what I'm aiming for. But I don't know for sure. Jesus, stutters here, man. Delta 17, so 18's this one here. Which one's 18? What's that say? Delta. Oh, it was on this other side. Oh well, we're going to 16. I thought the numbers were going to go higher or lower over here. I mean, higher. Yeah. Change gate. Last minute. Change gates. All right. APU chocks. Jetway.
Hello.
External power. And engine off.
Boeing 870 Delta November
Let's go and
Atlanta
rate
ground.
that
Push
flight
back
with
and throttle approved.
Sayintentions.
Expect runway 08 right for departure.
There. Oh, timed out. Uh-oh, that's not good. Looks like there's some technical issues there. Alright, new flights. I'll bring up the Onair. So, I've been flying with American a lot recently. It's finally surpassed JetBlue.
Cabin crew, take seats for takeoff.
Oh, look at all these reds here. That's not good. It's because of stupid tracking issue I have.
November 739 Echo Sierra requesting taxi route clearance to George Bush International Airport. Expect runway 18 right with information Foxtrot.
Look at that 164 094 094 for the G's. Beautiful. Come on now. That's damn near butter right there. Oh, I think that is all butter. What's my score? I didn't get the safety bonus. Not bad though. Alright. So, I can just do turnaround if I really, really want to. Do I try it? Do I trust it? I don't know if I've done a turnaround error in this plane. Import next flight? Is that just how it goes? How do you clear out the McDo here? Well, I guess it just does.
Echo
Well, hell.
Sierra, Dallas, ground
We'll
Boeing
give it a
taxi
shot.
to runway 18 right
Alright,
via
sim
Kilo
brief.
Yankee, hold short of runway 17 right, then continue taxi via Echo Whiskey. Contact tower on 124.15 when ready for departure.
We're going to stay American
Runway
516.
18
We are
right,
at Dallas,
Kilo Yankee, hold short of runway
going
17
to
right, continue to taxi through Echo and
KA-US.
Whiskey. Contact
And 7,
departure on
3, or sorry, 7.
124.5.
319.
November 739 Echo Sierra.
Alright.
November 739 Echo
IAE.
Sierra request
And
push
generate.
back tractor to gate November 10.
Whoa, I got a late. I was late for landing? That's crap. Climbing up to flight level 200? Jeez. I don't know why it's so low. I don't know. Okay. Did I really talk that much on the ground? I didn't think I did. That's why I started sim brief
Dallas
later.
ground, push and start approved. Expect runway 17 right.
Alright, 17 right for departure runway.
Expect runway 1 right.
And import sim brief data. Validate fuel and fly. So Onair is good.
Ground Delta 112 ready.
And
Taxi
let's
runway
go
17
into import next flight.
5860, taxi to runway
Load
18 left via
aircraft.
Delta.
Instant load.
18 left via
And
Delta 5860.
I don't know what's going on with is this still deboarding?
5660 ready for departure.
5860, contact tower for departure
Something got
clearance.
goofed up there. Alright, let's try this again.
Unit
Import,
ground, Lufthansa 574,
load
request
flight,
exit to parking.
instant load. There we go.
Lufthansa
Onair didn't like what was going
574,
on.
Munich ground, taxi to Park 1 via Alpha 10 November
Oh, I'm
November
way
1
too
Whiskey 1.
heavy.
Have a good day.
Ah, whatever. It's happy still.
Taxi to Park 1
Let's
via
get
Alpha
this
10
info.
November 1 Whiskey 1.
75 for flex.
Lufthansa 574. American Flight 1988. Turning off aircraft. Have a nice day.
External
American
power
Flight
on.
1998. Good night, have a safe shutdown.
Those are off. Boy, I'm so confused. I'm so used to cold and dark. Alright, smoking. That's good. That's good. Lights.
Ground American 1090.
Good.
Vacated runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
Good. Navs are on.
American 1090, Dallas ground taxi to
Hot
gate via
brakes.
Echo, hold short of taxiway Bravo.
Is the
Welcome
fan
to Dallas,
on?
have a great day.
Oh, fan's on now.
Dallas Fort Worth ground,
Okay.
onboard flight 406,
And then request this. Let's get ATIS. ATIS is 12377. Oh, 775.
INs. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.25. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
Tango. Alright, cost
Dallas
index
Fort Worth
5.
International
Climbing
Airport.
up to flight level
Information
200, 75 for the
Zulu.
flex.
Wind 105 at 6. Visibility
Send
10.
that over.
Sky conditions.
Send
View
that
at
over.
20,000 feet. View at 25,000 feet. Temperature
Good.
32. Dew point 24.
Good.
Altimeter 3002.
Departing runway
Arriving and
17.
departing runways 18 left, 18 right, 17 center, 17 right, 13 right, 13 left, 17 left.
Via
Visual approach is in use.
Jaspa
Advise
7.
on course heading, altitude,
Windu.
and if flight following is requested. Read
Okay.
back all runway and hold short instructions.
Do I have to do the IRS
VFR
again?
departures contact
Or is that
clearance
still on?
delivery on 128.25.
That's on still.
Advise on initial
Cool.
contact you have information Tango. Dallas Fort Worth
All right.
International Airport.
Clearance
Information
1281. Or sorry, 1281. Go back. 25.
105 at 6.
Alright, clearance time. Dallas clearance. Good morning from American 516. We are at Gate Delta 16. We are an Airbus 319 requesting IFR clearance to Austin International. And I did not get the information. Shame on me.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
I heard it. I didn't change my little flip chart though. Receive messages.
American 516, Dallas clearance.
Right.
Clear to Austin via the Jasper 7 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 20010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.475. Squawk 4155.
126.47475 and up to 4000. Clear to Austin via the Jasper 7 departure, then is filed. Climb maintain 4000. Expect flight level 200. Departure 126.475. Squawk 4155. American 516. Alright, fans off. They should be nice and cool now.
American 516, read back correct.
I don't know exactly what we're expecting for pushback. I'm thinking though we'll push back. Well, this should be fine either way. Okay, over to ground. 12165. Dallas ground, American 516 is at gate Delta 16 requesting pushback and engine start.
American 516, Dallas ground, pushback and engine start approved. Expect runway 17 right for departure.
On behalf of American
All right,
Airlines,
so
welcome aboard American Flight 516, heading to Austin. We're thrilled to have you with us
is the
today.
APU? Oh
As
shoot,
we
I don't have the
prepare for
APU
departure,
on.
please remember that all carry-on
All right.
items need to be stowed
My
or
system
removed
is
from the aircraft.
completely out of sync here
Place your bags in the
with the
overhead
turnaround.
compartments or under the seat
All right,
in
let's
front
get
of
the
you.
APU going. Hold on.
If you need any assistance, just give
We
us
got
a
to push
shout.
back at
For
least.
those of you seated in the exit rows, please take a moment to review
It's a good thing I didn't try to push back.
card in your seat pocket. You may be asked to assist the crew in an emergency, so if you're not comfortable with that, just let us know and we can find you a different seat. Thank you for your cooperation, and let's get ready for a
APU.
smooth flight.
Doesn't look like the APU is coming up though.
Taxi to runway 08 right.
Oh, 'cause I didn't start it. Jeez Louise. Holy cow. Yep. Turnaround is definitely really confusing for me, especially because I didn't actually do a complete shutdown like I should have.
346, pushback and engine start approved.
To be fair, I
Let me
was
know
going
when
to
you're
do
ready
a
to taxi.
restart, a reload. Alright, now we're just waiting for the APU to come up.
Echo Sierra, continue taxi to runway 18 right, hold short of runway 17 right. Contact tower on
Alright, APU is
124.15 when
available,
ready for
APU
departure.
bleed. External power off. GPU chocks. Uh-oh. Hot brake still?
I am
What?
holding short on 17 right. November
Alright,
73,
push
and
back
Echo
looks
Sierra.
good, no one's behind us, so park and brake and
November
start to push
73,
back.
and Echo Sierra, there is no runway 18 right.
Now,
We're
here's the
clear to take
question.
off at runway
That's
1700.
all set still. Okay. I think everything else is normal now. Can't do that yet. Our brakes are still apparently hot. How do you look at brakes? Is it on wheels?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard American Airlines Flight 516, departing from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and heading to Austin-Bergstrom International Airport. We are currently pushing back and
Yeah, I don't know.
expect a flight time of approximately 32 minutes. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. We kindly ask that you turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode at this time. Our cabin crew, including myself, Lisa, along with my colleagues Maria, Juan, and Carlos,
I
are
really
here
like
to ensure
Lisa.
your comfort and safety throughout the flight. As a reminder, please pay attention to
220, request pushback to the left.
Cooperation, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
She sounds just so much like a flight attendant that I've been on a plane with, like many of them. Very, I don't know if the word generic is the way to use, but she just sounds very, very much like a flight attendant. You know, like news reporters
Dallas ground pushback approved to the left.
sound like
Contact
news
tower on
reporters.
124.15 when ready for taxi.
At least it just sounds like a flight attendant, so.
Tower 124.15, Sierra X-ray.
Very good job. Very good job on that one.
Sierra X-ray ready for taxi.
Alright, so we're going to push back here, so we can either go left or right. I assume we're going to have... Yeah, let's go left. I mean, sorry, right. Never assume. Never assume.
Delta 0, Delta November, contact tower on 119.1 for departure clearance.
Dallas ground, American 516, request taxi clearance.
For departure clearance, Boeing Delta November.
Alright, pushback is good. We're going to get our taxi clearance now.
American 516, taxi to runway 17 right via Golf, Yankee, Lima, Echo Foxtrot.
Yankee,
Condor
Lima.
221, taxi to gate 3 via
Foxtrot.
Echo, cross runway 04, then Zulu, Whiskey.
Oh, Echo Foxtrot. Okay, yeah, I see. Yep, so we're going left. Or am I right? Jeez. Runway 17 right via Golf, Yankee, Lima, Echo Foxtrot, American 516.
Honor, ready for taxi.
Alright, so taxi lights are on, and we should be golden
American
to roll.
516, correction, taxi to runway 17 right via Golf, Yankee, Lima, Echo Foxtrot.
Isn't that what I said? APU masters off. Wonderful air report from Onair. Okay, Golf is where? Here? What the hell is this? I'm so confused. Golf is... That's Foxtrot. So this is Golf. Yeah, okay, this is Golf. Alright, take this all the way down to Yankee. Alright. And flaps 1. Woo, straight. Drunk driver. Alright, flaps 1. Flaps 1 check, good. All call. And takeoff config. All good. I don't remember what the max taxi... Oh, there it is. Less than 40 knots. Okay. 40 knots, jeez. I'm still used to APL. The max taxi with pilot's life is 30 knots. 40 is crazy. Aren't you supposed to taxi at like 20 knots? I'm not sure if you hear, but they are lawn mowing outside on the property here, so it might be a little loud for a few moments. I do apologize. Whoa, almost getting up to that 40. Slow down there, slow down. Alright, tower is 12415. Here is Zulu. Next should be Yankee. There's Yankee. Take this down to Lima, all the way to the end, pretty much before the runway. And then Echo Foxtrot. I'm really surprised there hasn't been a lot of A320 or 319s or 321s out. There's a 321 there, there's one there. There's only two. I'm on the east server. Can't hear the mower? Alright. I can never tell what this mic picks up. Yeah, I'm on the east server. Brakes are still hot. Takeoff config. Test. I did that. Well, hopefully those brakes cool down soon. I didn't use the brakes that much. I don't understand how they're that hot. I stowed the reversers at 80, and I kind of just coasted. That's insane.
Dallas ground, Frontier 2479, ready to taxi.
Can further or equal to the A320. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I read a little bit about, let's see, this is, oh, next one. Next one. I read a little bit about the plane after my flight yesterday, because, just so I can understand it a little bit more for myself.
Ground information, Victor is current.
And yeah, it seems they're very similar. It's just mostly it's capacity. All right, and then we're taking this to Echo Foxtrot, so all the way at the end. I'm pretty sure this will be my go-to plane for a while. Probably until the Max comes out. I love the Fenix A320, and I'm more of a short haul. If you've watched any of my videos, you definitely know that. And the 319 is more of an atypical short haul.
Taxi, IFR.
Frontier 479.
Alright, here we are, 17 right. Switching over to tower. Dallas Tower, American 516, holding short runway 17 right, ready for departure. Hopefully our brakes are ready.
American 516, Dallas Tower, runway 17 right, winds 105 at 6. RNAV TrekX, cleared for takeoff.
17 right, cleared for takeoff, American 516. Alright, I'm going to give it a couple more seconds before I turn off the... oh, I got to reset. How do you reset this thing? Reset? Oh, wrong button. Oh well. Huh, I don't know how to reset that. Oh well. Alright, brakes. You better be ready, because we're going regardless. Don't need no brakes on takeoff. Alright, turn that off. Landing lights on. Up to flex. Yeah, I think it can, because it definitely is a lot, well, not a lot, but like anywhere between 5 to 10 knots slower for landing speed. Takeoff speed seems like it needs more though.
7 miles from Char. Turn right, heading 085.
Like this is 156.
On the localizer.
Typically, like what was the A320? 140 something? I'm guessing. I thought the engines were the same, but I guess not. Alright, coming up on V1. Rotating. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. All good. Brakes are still hot. They'll cool down momentarily. We'll get up to flight level 200. Go away. Clear. Alright, departure 126475. Whoops.
American 852, runway 36 left, clear to land.
American 516, contact departure.
Departure American 516, passing 2,000, climbing 4,000. Climb level, or lever, level. There you go.
American 516, regional departure, radar contact, clear direct Dalby, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200, American 516. Alright, so we got our clearance. Dalby, we'll just stay where we are, because that's pretty close. This plane is just so fun to hand fly. Flight director, I suppose that helps. I don't know if that's a bug or what. I don't understand why they're that hot still. They shouldn't be. It's been like what, 15, 20 minutes? Now, from what I learned from 757 Spy, once you get to the yellow on here is when you're supposed to put the flaps up, not at the S. That's when you can, but ideally at 200. Or close to. So that's when I'm going to do that. Let's go AP on now. Normal and spoiler. Fry, no I don't. I actually sold it. I sold it to someone on eBay. I just wasn't having a good time with it. So the last time I used it, they updated the cogging issue, the gearing issue that I was complaining about. So that was cool that they fixed some of that. But they did that at the expense of the actual force feedback. And so it made it less aggressive, which took away from it feeling force feedback. Second, it's just huge. And for the setup I have, I would have had to really made like a dedicated cockpit setup for it, which I was willing to do, but it also has limited switches, which for my kind of flying, I like all my switches I have. And I know I could set up my Stream Deck to work more with it, but I'd rather not. I like what I have. I like what the Honeycomb offers. I'm fine with like what the Thrustmaster side stick has with the buttons. I'm a button person apparently. And the other thing is, I don't know, I never could really fully trust the movements with that yoke. And sometimes the AP would violently turn off and then violently nosedive or nose up the plane. There was just a few issues in there, and I don't know. I just wasn't having a huge amount of good time with it as time went on. I think it's really, really cool of a system, and I think again, if you have a dedicated setup, if you fly mostly GA, I think it's an ideal yoke for that. Airliners, maybe not so much. And obviously, I fly mostly airliners. So I thought about it hard. I was like, well, if I put it up for sale now, I might be able to save someone a lot of money buying it direct through them. So I took into account the cost of shipping, what the unit was, and I sold it for, I feel, a very, very, very reasonable price. I think it was sold for like $400 or something. So realistically, someone saved like $500 on it, and I made a few bucks on it, which I then put into actually the stream. the channel, I should say, more so. So it allowed me to buy something better for the mic, and allowed me to buy another stream deck. So I just put the money back into the stream, into the channel here. So it's not like extra money in my pocket by any means. But I do appreciate, it was great to try. It was great to be able to give my input about the yoke on the channel. But for my type of flying, it just didn't work out. And I really, really wanted to, because I was super stoked. I think I've said that a couple times on my streams in the past when I first won. Like, I was so excited. Fort Worth Center, American 516, passing 15,000, climbing flight level 200. And when I first saw it, you know, at the Flight Sim Expo on the stream there, I was super excited about it. And I was willing to buy it myself for the $700. I'm now glad I didn't, because I would have been really depressed and pissed off had I spent that kind of money for my kind of flying. Again, I think it's a personal preference when it comes to that yoke. But I hope it succeeds, because it's so cool. It is so very cool, and what was it, Fabian? He was such a great person to work with when I had some technical issues, and he followed through with me as I got it, and it was really, really cool to interact with him. So the experience was great. The experience with the team and the product was great. Nothing but great things to say about it. It's more of a personal preference. It just doesn't work with the type of flying I do. At least at the time, they might have done some more stuff. It's just not ideal for my setup as well. One thing I hope they do add for people who do have it, and people who are going to buy it, is profiles that auto load for the aircraft. So it detects if you're flying a 172, it will load those settings for it. Detects if you're flying the 320, it will load those. Similar to what the MobiFlight does with the FCU, it loads the aircraft for me, and I love that. That's a fantastic feature. And Spadnex, I think, does the same thing as well. So that's something I hope that they can figure out. And maybe Spad will add some ability to do it as well. Who knows? Alright, so we're at our flight level 200. It was like, I was very sad to honestly put it up on sale, because I really, really wanted to enjoy it. I really did. And I felt really bad. I really did, honestly. I felt really bad about selling it, because I won it. You know, it's a product you win, and I don't want people to, think that I'm greedy or something. I don't want that. And I don't want them to think that I was greedy either. Like, I'm very fortunate and lucky to have won it, and I really much wanted to enjoy it.
Fort Worth Center, expect the ILS runway 18 right approach into Austin.
Yeah, it's just too hard to configure. Yeah, the profile, I think they said they were going to work on it. I think Fabian said he was working on it. But I think that's a must with something like that. There's just so many steps to make it work. Expecting 18 right. Yep.
Expecting ILS runway 218 follow. Descending to flight level 200, passing.
Like, for me, I don't know if I can, what I can categorize myself as. I'm definitely not a enthusiast. Right? I'm not like, I don't have that huge setup. I don't have like the motion platform, but definitely not a beginner. I'm intermediate, maybe, is where I am with Flight Sim. Depending on who you ask, I guess. I was having this conversation at work, and I don't know. It's you can look at it as, yeah, if you have more than a joystick, and with all the controls I have, yeah, sure, you should be advanced, but not really, because there's a level above what I have.
Archer 4186 November, Fort Worth Center, verified.
I look at example Brian from Sayintentions. He has the motion platform. He has the 3 screens. I feel that's advanced. But then you have people that have the full cockpit, you know, a full-fledged 737 or A320 cockpit. What is that level? Right? This hobby is very deep. Very deep. I think it's deeper than like racing. I think racing you can have an easier time categorizing. A beginner, joystick, or an entry-level racing wheel, right? Intermediate, you have the high-end racing wheel, you know, the $1,000+ racing wheel. You might have a stand, but you can also clamp those. And then the super advanced ones, you have the motion platform. I think that's kind of how those categories work. I know there's a few cockpit ones, but I think that's very far and few between versus with flight sim. I feel a full cockpit is a lot of work, and if you do the full like 737, yeah, extremely. But as you just say there, Fry, like then you're stuck with one plane. So that comes down to the question, like, when you're going to build that cockpit, are these people that are super passionate about that plane? I don't know if I could ever do that. I'm having a fantastic time in the 319 here. I think I'm weird because I call it 319. It should be 319, right? I say the 320, 321. I don't say the 320. The 319.
Archer 86
But
vectors for the
I do like
ILS
to jump
runway
into the
31
EJF from
approach
time to
at
time. I
Dallas
do like to
executive.
jump into the 737, right? I don't know. I've looked at a couple joysticks. I've thought about maybe one day, if my honeycomb ever were to go out, do I get a new honeycomb? Do I get a different force feedback yoke? There's the what's the other one? The burner or something like that? Do I go in that direction? I think I would go joystick, honestly. I think I'd just get a high-end joystick. Not like the entry level. The entry level one I have now is one that I got. Flight Sim first came out, 2020. I hadn't got into the yoke business yet. And then I saw the honeycomb and I was like, oh boy. Done deal. Done deal. And I've been super, super happy. If these Turtle Beach rotor pedals weren't great, I would consider getting the Charlies. I'd consider that for sure. But I very much love these rotor pedals. These Turtle Beach are great. No complaints whatsoever. I feel like they're gonna last forever. They seem huge. They're very huge. I don't know if I ever did a review on these. I probably should. I highly recommend them. The Velocity 1 rotor pedals are freaking amazing. Will not be, well, let's see, what's it? Will not be long till we have to set up for the new sim and require. Yeah, so I think Sobel said that the requirements will be about the same as 2020. Now that doesn't really say a whole lot because the entry level or the mid specs for 2020 were very low, but also the performance is pretty crappy, right? In all honesty, like all I want is better multi-thread usage. That's all I want. That's all I want. If we can just get like 25-30% better usage, I'd be happy. That could bring up the performance, what, 10 FPS? And like on the ground, getting 70 at airport would be just fantastic. I would accept that. A consistent 70, no matter what airport it is. New York, Boston, Los Angeles, whatever, right? No matter where you are, London, right? 70 FPS on the ground would be freaking amazing. And depending on what aircraft you're in right now, you can drop as low as 40 something on the ground. I have a decent system. I don't have a 4090, but a 4080 is a decent system. So 70 would be great. And I typically get 90 to 100 in the air, so I'm not, on the air is fine. It's just, it's the ground that kills.
United 69, Fort Worth Center, good evening.
So let's set up for, this is going to be a straight-in arrival. We'll set up for 4,000.
Air Shuttle 6104, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
Swiss 6 Tango
But I do think,
Bravo.
like I was saying earlier, I think what I'm going to be doing is the weekend prior to the release of 2024, I'm doing a complete system wipe. Complete system wipe. Uninstall Flight Sim. Probably on the Sunday. I run mixed settings, high ultra, I think, mostly high. I think I use most of the two-tone settings from his Discord. I think that's what I'm still using. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm using whatever the sim gave me default, whatever with some minor tweaks in there. I think mostly high ultra. Yeah, take that back. I don't use Murphy's anymore because when I lost my settings a few months ago, I just left it where it was and just kind of tweaked it here and there. But yeah, so full reset, uninstall I won't reinstall. Well, I'll uninstall Flight Sim because that's on another drive. I'll keep the community folder, so I don't have to re-download all this crap. And then I'll install whatever's necessary to get the sim going, which shouldn't be too much. Oh, I didn't hear that call. Yammering away here and didn't hear the descent call. I'm looking at graphics upgrade, and it is between the 4080 and the 4090. It's tough because the 90 is obviously the best one to get, but also super expensive. What's it, like an extra $600 plus? I couldn't afford a 4090 when I got the 80. If I had the opportunity, I don't know. That's a lot of money to drop. It was a lot of money to drop what I have with the 80, the 4080.
American 516, contact Houston Center on 132.15.
13215. Houston Center, American 516. We're at flight level 190, descending 4,000. And yeah, that's the question. Do you really need a 4090? I think the people that have it are going to say yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, utilization of it, not really. We're not using the full 4090. You're not using the full. I'm not even using the full 4080. Right? 60%. I think. I don't know. I think can I pull it up real quick? Stats. Okay, so right now, I don't know. Well, it's not going to show either way because it's behind the Volanta, but right now I'm getting 102 frames, 105, utilizing GPU at 70%, CPU at 30%. And latency 60 something percent, 61%. Or not percent, but anywhere between 55 and 62 ms for latency. So yeah, I still have headroom for the GPU, and of course the CPU. We all know about that. CPU temperature 61. Or sorry, GPU temperature 61. CPU. It's a blistering 47 Celsius. Blistering.
Houston Center, career track 120, 4,000. Career track 120, Houston Center, roger. Georgetown altimeter 29.
Oh, it does show up there. Yeah, it's 100, you can see it's a little bit, but...
on 124.425.
How do I get rid of that?
7 miles from Tepco.
Go away.
Turn right heading 355, descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer.
See, like, I love this system I have, and I think I talked about this on my last stream, but my wife, she's thinking about getting a new card this, well, this winter maybe. So I'm thinking about maybe, might be a great opportunity for me to get a DDR5 board, give her my current case, my board, my RAM. I'm keeping my CPU. And I'll just pop in her CPU, pop in her new graphic card, and she just has my system. And I'll get a, I don't know if I get the same case or if I'll get a different one.
Polaris control, Mulder Airport,
We'll
at
see.
1 o'clock, 11 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved.
I very much like my setup, that's why I don't want to change it. And plus, if I get a new board, maybe that's going to cause an issue with my CPU. I'm so nervous right now with the Intel issue. I'm so nervous to maybe cause an issue. So I need to, after the stream, I think I'll look into the BIOS and see if it's out of beta, see what's fixed, see what's going on with it. Decide if I should update to that. And then if I get to do, yeah, I built this system. If I get a new board, I'm going to probably stick with MSI, because this one's been MSI, which is great. The one I had before that was Asus, and that was fine too. But if I have an MSI GPU, I might as well stick with the board. Not that it really matters, but keep them all together. Austin approach, hello from American 516, passing 11,000, descending down to 4,000. Ryzen 7800, yeah. You know, I thought about it very briefly before I got the 14700. I thought about it, but then I would have needed to get a new board, and I just wasn't fully invested to do that. Plus, the Ryzen works great, obviously, with Flight Sim, and will likely be the same with 2024, but in other games it may not perform as well. In other programs it may not perform as well as, so that was kind of my turn off to it. The past year I've been mostly doing Flight Sim, and I will probably continue over the next year plus, but I do occasionally do other things, and so I want the overall performance, and so the Intel chip is best for that, based on benchmarks. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Yeah, I'm a little nervous for sure. What's it called? Oh shoot, I can't think of the name. Let me see. Give me a sec, sorry. Gamers Nexus, jeez, that's what I'm thinking of. They just did a review of the new AMD chip. Haven't looked into it yet, but the title of it kind of scared me. I don't know if that's just for clicks. They're normally not a clickbait channel, so I doubt it, but had me a little nervous. Gamer Nexus though is where I go for all my reviews for hardware, and I trust what they do. Very good detail and stuff. So if they say it's crap, typically is crap. If they say it's medium, that typically is. But yeah, I don't blame you for being a little nervous with Intel at all.
American 516, Austin approach, proceed direct UTE. Descend and maintain 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 right approach.
Usually we're going to be at 2800.
Southwest 2626, descend and maintain 6000, right heading 295 approved.
So we're doing okay here. So we'll drop it down to 3. And we are pretty good. Descend and maintain 2500. Put that in. Speed's a little fast, but manageable. Oh, they claim Windows has issues switching from 2 dies to 1 for gaming that impacts performance. Ah, okay, so that must have been it. That must have been what the question mark is up on there. Yeah, I keep on forgetting to watch the review. Okay, on landing, 18 right, exit left, maybe Tango. If not Tango, the next one's all at the end, so Charlie. It's probably going to be in Charlie. Downtown Austin looks really cool there. What's the other channel? 2 cents? Jay's 2 cents? I'll watch his reviews as well. He's pretty good as well, so... both of those 2 channels are fantastic for resources. It says brakes are hot still. There's no way. That's definitely got to be a bug. There's no way. You've been in the air for, what, 30 minutes? Well, why are you descending so hard? Take it easy here, Airbus. Take it easy. I guess it did warn me in the McDo that it was a steep descent.
Echo Mike, contact Helsinki. Control on 123.775.
Alright, it's armed localizer.
972 Mike Kilo, Copenhagen approach. Good evening.
Catbird 104 Bravo Delta, Charlotte
coming
approach.
in
Good
really,
afternoon,
really
Salisbury,
fast
altimeter
here.
30.00.
Going to control on 123.175. 6 Echo Mike. Salisbury, altimeter is 30.00.
Need you to slow the hell down here.
2,500.
American 516, Austin approach. Contact Austin Tower on 121.0.
Over to ground, or sorry, tower.
Descend and maintain.
Austin Tower, American 516. We're on the ILS 18 right. Alright, speed's coming down. Still really fast. Approach is armed. Glide slope hopefully be captured.
Tower, affirmative. You're on the ILS runway 18 right approach.
No crap. Alright. Flaps 1. I switched over. I'm over to Tower. Austin Tower, American 516 is on the ILS 18 right. Slow down, bird. Slow down.
American 516, winds 245 at 5. Runway 18
seriously,
right,
slow
clear
down.
to land.
18 right, cleared to land, American 516. Alright, AP's coming off. I need this bird to slow down immediately. Flaps 2.
1,000.
We're committed. We're landing. We're slowing down just enough. I think. I hope. Flaps 3. Yeah, I know they're still out. I'm trying to slow down. Alright, flaps full. Speed brakes stowed. Armed. A little high. Alright, things are starting to stabilize a bit here.
500. 100 above.
Alright, much better.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
They'll go around because I figured we'd be alright.
Flight slow.
Once you get it down under 200, it's typically
Flight
manageable.
Slow. Flight slow.
Alright, auto throttle off. Let's see if we can butter this one as well.
20. Retard.
Nope, not that time. That was a little hard. That was 322.
American 516, welcome to Austin. Contact ground on 121.9er.
1219er.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hell, we could probably make golf here. Oh, we will.
local time is 12:01 p.m. For your safety and the safety of those around you,
Flaps
please
coming
remain
up.
seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles clear until we are parked at the gate.
And lights
The
off.
captain will then turn off the passenger
Austin ground, American 516 is on taxiway golf. I'd like to taxi to an available gate.
compartments and removing items, as articles may have shifted during flight. Did you know that Austin is known as the live...
American 516, Austin ground, taxi to Barbara Jordan 33 via Golf. Charlie 1 Romeo 5, have a good day.
Charlie 1 and Romeo.
Temperature of 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Romeo.
Thank you for flying with American Airlines, and we hope you enjoy your stay in Austin.
Taxi to 33 via Golf. Charlie 1, Romeo 5, American 516. And that's Romeo 5. I think I had the same problem or question before, and I figured it out. Here's Charlie. That's 2. Alright, Romeo 5 is on the back end. And 31, or 33. Okay, I see. Yeah, the same issue, or question before. It's not an issue, it's all correct. It's 100% correct. Here's Romeo 5. .33 is that one there, I think. Yep, 33. Hey, we're actually going to use the right gate this time. Alright, taxi lights off so we don't blind them. That's cool, they're right next to us. That'd be cool if Sayintentions can spawn them at the gate that is assigned. Bet you that's really hard to do though. Alright, here we are. And parking brakes are set. Let's throw on our fan. For some reason they're still super hot. APU, chocks. Oh, there it goes. Jetway's going. Up top. External power. And engines off. Let's get my rating to Sayintentions. That was a damn perfect flight.
.com 629er off.
Alright, and we'll look at this real quick. 2 flights in under 3 hours. That was, what, 2 hours and 10 minutes? Pretty good. A bounce? There was no bounce there. You liars. No bounce at all. 321, ouch. Yeah, that was a little crappy. A little hard on that landing for sure. 120 with the G's. I didn't pull back fast enough. It was a good flight though. And I'm not going to get points because it was late, right? Yeah, this flight was late. Thank you, Fry. I do appreciate it. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Probably next stream will be next Tuesday as well, if all works as planned. Today I'm gonna work on. I might work on that video I was talking about, and kind of see how things go. But Fry, I do appreciate you joining as always. Great conversations, and for everyone else who's watched us on the VOD, thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. This is a fun plane. So much fun. These airports are great. This is I don't know who makes this airport, the Austin airport, but it's a great airport. It looks fantastic. I've never been to Austin, but visually it looks really, really cool. Like, this terminal is awesome looking. There was like a thing over here, like a bar sign on the inside. Thought. Yeah, that's. Oh, I guess it wasn't a bar. Oh yeah, this bar. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Well, this is a well done airport. This is one of the best looking airports, and the performance is very good. You know, like look at this, the detail in here. Like, I know it's just an image, but it's high quality. It's not like super blurry and pixelated, and it doesn't really take away from the performance. And they got people walking in the inside. I don't really care about that. Here's American. It's a really nice terminal. Where'd we park? Did we even park at the right place? Is that Hertz? Not Spirit. Spirit, British Airways flies here? No way. Delta, Spirit, Southwest. Oh, here's American. Drop off your people there. And maybe American does fly over here. Or park over here. What do you got over here? Air Mexico. American's there. United. This must be the United side. Yeah, we're parked at Delta. JetBlue. Alaska. Alaska flies in here? No way. I don't know if those are correct. But really cool terminal. Really, really cool. But again, appreciate you watching as always. We'll see you on the next stream. So take care.